Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now I know what you're thinking. Another video about a politician? Mustafa, please, my attention span can't handle that much seriousness. But hold on, this isn't your typical boring political analysis. We're going deep into the life of Kamala Harris, the first female, first black, and first Asian American Vice President of the United States. We're talking about the stuff they don't teach you in history class. The surprising, the quirky, the downright fascinating facts about this groundbreaking woman. Think you know Kamala Harris? Think again. We're about to uncover 10 things you probably didn't know about her, from her childhood activism to her love of cooking. Yes, cooking. We're going to separate the political persona from the person, and trust me, there's a lot more to Kamala Harris than meets the eye. So buckle up, because we're about to go on a journey through the life of one of the most influential figures in American politics. And who knows, you might just learn a thing or two about jazz, superheroes, and maybe even pick up a new recipe along the way. Let's get started. Now, we all know Kamala Harris is a force to be reckoned with in the political arena, but her passion for justice was ignited long before she ever set foot in the White House. We're talking way back, folks, to her childhood. See, young Kamala wasn't just playing hopscotch and trading stickers. She was marching for civil rights alongside her mother and sister. Her parents, Shyamala Gopalan and Donald Harris, weren't your average everyday parents. They were activists deeply involved in the civil rights movement. They instilled in Kamala a strong sense of social responsibility, taking her to protests and rallies, exposing her to the injustices faced by marginalized communities. Imagine, as a child, witnessing firsthand the struggle for equality, the fight for basic human rights. These experiences left an indelible mark on Kamala, shaping her worldview and igniting within her a fire to fight for a more just and equitable society. It's no wonder she grew up to dedicate her life to public service. Kamala Harris is a living testament to the beauty of diversity, her heritage a vibrant blend of Indian and Jamaican roots. While her Jamaican heritage is often highlighted, her Indian roots are equally significant in shaping the woman she is today. Her mother, Shyamala Gopalan, wasn't just any immigrant. She was a renowned cancer researcher and a fierce advocate for civil rights. Talk about a power couple. Growing up surrounded by Indian traditions, values, and of course food, Kamala developed a deep appreciation for her Indian heritage. She's visited India numerous times, even crediting her grandfather, P.V. Gopalan, an Indian diplomat, as one of her biggest influences. This connection to her heritage isn't just a footnote in her life story, it's a fundamental part of who she is, shaping her values, her perspective, and her unwavering belief in the power of diversity. Picture this. It's the 1980s, and a young, ambitious Kamala Harris is navigating the hallowed halls of Howard University, one of the most prestigious historically black colleges and universities in the United States. It's a melting pot of brilliant minds, future leaders, and cultural trailblazers, and Kamala is right at home. It's here at Howard that Kamala finds her voice, honing her skills in debate and immersing herself in the richness of black culture and intellectual thought. And what's a more iconic part of the HBCU experience than Greek life? Kamala pledged and became a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, the oldest African-American Greek-lettered sorority. This experience wasn't just about social events and step shows, it was about sisterhood, community, and uplifting black women. It's a bond that Kamala still cherishes today, and it played a significant role in shaping her leadership skills and commitment to service. Chapter 4. The Prosecutor, a controversial chapter. Okay folks, let's address the elephant in the room. Before ascending to the vice presidency, Kamala Harris built a career as a prosecutor, serving as District Attorney of San Francisco, and later as Attorney General of California. And let's be real, her time as a prosecutor has been met with its fair share of praise and, well, let's just say differing opinions. Some of her prosecutorial decisions, like her stance on truancy laws, which led to prosecuting parents of truant children, and her record on police accountability, have sparked heated debates and drawn criticism from both sides of the political spectrum. Her supporters argue that she was a tough but fair prosecutor, committed to upholding the law and keeping communities safe. Her critics, however, argue that her policies disproportionately impacted marginalized communities and perpetuated systemic inequalities within the criminal justice system. This period of her career highlights the complexities of criminal justice reform and the difficult balance between ensuring accountability and addressing systemic issues. It's a conversation that continues to this day. Chapter 5. Beyond the Podium, Kamala's passion for cooking. Alright, enough about politics for a minute, let's talk about something everyone loves. Food. Believe it or not, behind that serious demeanor and sharp intellect, Kamala Harris is a woman with a genuine passion for cooking. And we're not talking about just throwing together a simple salad. She's known to whip up some seriously delicious dishes, drawing inspiration from her Indian and Southern roots. She's even shared her love for cooking with the world, hosting cooking sessions with other public figures and sharing her favorite recipes online. One of her go-to dishes? Masala dosa, a South Indian delicacy that's as flavorful as it is impressive. Who knows, maybe one day she'll release her own cookbook, the Kamala Harris Cookbook, Recipes for a More United and Delicious World. Hey, a foodie can dream, right? Chapter 6. The Rhythm of Politics, Kamala's Love for Jazz. You know what they say, music is the universal language, and for Kamala Harris, that language is jazz. Growing up with a jazz enthusiast father, she developed a deep appreciation for the genre, often citing it as a source of inspiration and a reflection of her own approach to life and politics. For Kamala, jazz isn't just about the melodies, it's about improvisation, about going with the flow, about finding harmony in unexpected places. It's about taking risks, pushing boundaries, and always being ready to adjust and adapt. Sound familiar? It's no coincidence that she often draws parallels between jazz and her own political philosophy, emphasizing the importance of collaboration, creativity, and the ability to think on your feet. So the next time you hear a little jazz playing in the background, remember Kamala Harris and the power of music to inspire and unite. Chapter 7. A Balancing Act: Criminal Justice Reform. We've talked about Kamala's controversial past as a prosecutor, but let's not forget that she's also been a vocal advocate for criminal justice reform. It's a complex issue, folks, with no easy answers, but Kamala has consistently championed policies aimed at creating a more just and equitable system. As a senator, she introduced legislation aimed at ending cash bail, a system that disproportionately affects low-income communities and people of color. She's also been a strong voice against police brutality and racial profiling, calling for greater accountability and transparency within law enforcement. And let's not forget her work on promoting mental health treatment for offenders, understanding that sometimes rehabilitation is a more effective solution than incarceration. It's a delicate tightrope walk, balancing her past experience with her commitment to reform, but it's a challenge that Kamala has embraced head-on. Chapter 8. Who says politicians can't be authors? Kamala Harris added children's book author to her already impressive resume with her book Superheroes Are Everywhere. But this isn't your typical superhero story with capes and superpowers. Kamala's book celebrates the everyday heroes in our lives, the people who inspire us with their kindness, courage, and commitment to making the world a better place. She shares stories from her own life, highlighting the influence of her family, friends, and even her teachers. It's a heartwarming message about the power we all possess to make a difference, no matter how big or small. It's Kamala's way of passing the torch to the next generation, reminding them that they too can be superheroes in their own right. Chapter 9. Now let's talk about family. Kamala Harris is a proud mamala to her two stepchildren, Ella and Cole Emhoff, from her husband Doug Emhoff's previous marriage. And before you jump to any conclusions about wicked stepmothers and all that fairy tale nonsense, let me tell you, their relationship is anything but. Kamala has spoken openly about the close bond she shares with her stepchildren, emphasizing the importance of family in her life. She's embraced her role as stepmom with open arms, and it's clear that the feeling is mutual. They're a modern, blended family, proving that love and acceptance can conquer all, even the most awkward family dinners. It's a reminder that family isn't just about blood. It's about the love, respect, and support we share with those who matter most. Chapter 10. Being the Vice President of the United States is no walk in the park. It's a high-pressure job with long hours, endless meetings, and the weight of the world on your shoulders. So how does Kamala Harris do it? How does she stay so calm, so collected, so seemingly unfazed by the chaos? Her secret weapon? Exercise! That's right, folks. Kamala is a self-proclaimed fitness enthusiast, and she credits her regular workouts for keeping her grounded, energized, and ready to tackle whatever challenges come her way. Whether it's a morning run, a quick gym session, or even just a brisk walk, Kamala makes time for physical activity, understanding that a healthy body leads to a healthy mind. It's a lesson we can all learn from this powerhouse of a woman. And there you have it, folks. 10 surprising facts about Kamala Harris that might have just changed your perspective on this trailblazing woman. She's more than just a politician, she's a woman of substance, passion, and a whole lot of heart. From her childhood steeped in activism to her love of cooking and jazz, from her controversial past as a prosecutor to her heartwarming relationship with her stepchildren, Kamala Harris is a testament to the complexities and contradictions that make us human. So, the next time you see her on your screen, remember that there's more to Kamala Harris than meets the eye. She's a woman who's broken barriers, defied expectations, and proven that anything is possible if you dare to dream big and fight for what you believe in. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed learning these surprising facts about Kamala Harris, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more interesting content. See you next time.